People don't want to push out of their comfort zone because it's out the ordinary and they're putting more effort in than they are used to. Yet to be successful, that's what you need to do. And on the flip side of it, these same people then suffer and they go through a lot of pain, trauma, different things, different emotions that are dragging them down and making them weaker as people because they didn't commit to that thing they wanted to commit to. And then they find themselves having to push out their comfort zone to survive. Think about that there as a storyline. So people don't want to push out their comfort zone to be successful, but they want that successful thing because they always want it. That never goes. But they don't want to push out their comfort zone and do that extra thing to get there. You know, it may be training harder in the gym or training more. It may be working more hours at work or starting a new business. Whatever it may be, I'm sure you can relate to something that you want right now that you're probably not pushing yourself that little extra for. But the point is here, if you can't push here and things start to slip, let's talk about the obvious shit. Prices going up, fuel going up, everything going up in the shops, the electricity going up, all these things that are naturally happening in the world, but you don't want to work harder to earn more money. And what happens is you then slip and you become a victim and you start to think, well, this is the way my life is going. And then what happens, you either stay there and suffer or you do something drastic and you pull yourself out of that hole. And that thing that you did drastic to pull yourself out of the hole is pushing further, which is pushing out your comfort zone, which if you had done that at the start, then you wouldn't have had to do it at the end. Now, there's nothing wrong with working on your emotions, right? And that's exactly what this scenario is. A lot of the time, people say, like, you only work on your emotion. You might want something, but you don't want it enough to make you emotionally get dedicated and focused on doing something about it. And that's where that moment that you slip and it hurts, then emotionally you have more power and more drive to then push forward further. And that's a real thing, right? That happens. But when you're at the top and when you're, before you go down that possible slip road and, when you're in this position, there is definitely things that you could do right now to push yourself on that little bit more, to get yourself out your comfort zone, to continue that process of success so that you can be what you want to be, you can get what you want to get, or you could do what you want to do, whatever the scenario is. That scenario is individual to you. It's nothing judged, nothing that you should have or anything like that. It's literally what you want. But the point is here, too many people want something, they don't go out their comfort zone to get it, but then in the end, they'll find themselves suffer and have to push out their comfort zone to actually survive.